This is how it starts. Oh boy. Turkey General, 5 pounds. Andy, will you get Vegan Gains and Blaire White to do a live debate on veganism? Hashtag blood sports. Now, I would love to do that. All right. Me and Richard are cool with each other. However, Blaire White did recently hang out with Jeff Holiday and Hi, I Think I'm Real. On the weekend, I was actually out there. And as you know, me and Jeff Holiday and Hi, I Think I'm Real, let's just say we ain't buddies. That's very unexaggerated. But she hung out with them for the weekend. And then I go on Twitter and I see she just stopped following me. So that was actually very interesting that she didn't at least message me and try to like ask me, like maybe, hey, what's this? What, like try and talk to me. Because that's usually what people who are friends do. However, what Vegan Gains has pointed out in his video today about Blaire White, whenever someone is not low-hanging fruit, she blocks them. Whenever they are low-hanging fruit, she'll debate them. So if you watch Vegan Gains' new video on Blaire White, it's fantastic. And I would like to have a discussion with Blaire White when you have someone, Hi, I Think I'm Real, who was fine with me, but was upset that I have JF as my co-host, and is upset that I ruined the skeptic community because he wanted to be part of a community, and makes a video calling me the worst fucking YouTuber of all time. So Blaire White, you it's just so funny. You block Vegan Gains when he's not low-hanging fruit. He's actually a good debater on the subject. But you're down to just, she's mad at people who make fun of her for being trans, which is the low-hanging fruit victim complex thing, instead of debating the actual issues. So Blaire, you have to and Jeff Holiday, and he hates me. Okay? He hates me. So listening to him and then not asking for my side of the story is kind of a cunty move. So Blaire, you're being a cunt. That's all I have to say. I didn't block her.
And I will simply ask to Blaire White, please remove this label on Twitter where you say you are a conservative YouTuber. I mean, there's a point at which you cannot claim that you're a conservative, and it's when you accept to chat with Jeff Holiday, but you don't accept to chat with Andy Warski because he's too far on the right. My God, you don't know what conservatism is.
And also just to top this whole thing off is she's constantly talking about SJWs, bashing people who use victim narratives, and then uses a victim narrative on herself. And your old pal Johnny Fox, Johnny Fox, you remember him? He made a video a while ago where I actually spoke to his buddy. His buddy made fun of Blaire White, right, on Twitter, and Blaire White had tweeted out where this guy lived, like his province in Canada. And goes, hey, I know you're in this province. I can say more, right? And there's all the evidence. I never brought it up because I found out like way later. But they actually were about to dox someone, and then when all the fans were like, what the fuck, they deleted that tweet. But Johnny Fox, you may hate him, you may love him, but he did show that. So that was just funny, that every time anyone criticizes her, they freak the fuck out, yet she's able to bash anyone she wants.
And maybe it's time we talk to the young YouTubers out there and say, guys, there's not a career for you in hating us. You're not gonna make it through YouTube to the highest point of the YouTube mountain by just saying Andy Warski sucks and his show is bad. Try to do better, bitches.
Yeah. Oh, and also some people saying.
Can I say something about all that, you guys?
Please go ahead,
Yep.
man.
Yeah, I don't even know who Blaire White is. It sounds like it's a dude who thinks it's a chick or something. But
Oh, jeez.
honestly, I don't know who it is. But you know, for all the criticism that you guys get, I gotta give you hella props because people aren't actually everyone's so fucking emotional nowadays that no one uses any logic at all. Now think about that, folks. I'm the flat earther on the show saying you guys are all illogical and emotional. You're not reasonable. I see it all the time. Everyone like, well, oh, you platform white supremacists, and that means you're evil. I came over to watch the show because I was bored, like because I'm always looking at far out weird conspiracy shit way off the deep end. Like, okay, I'm gonna go check this out. And it's not unreasonable. Even Richard Spencer, who I thought would be way more inflammatory and like highly intelligent, makes reasonable positions. You don't have to agree with them, you know. So I think what JF said is totally true. That
Mm.
just making a whole life about hate is pretty stupid. That's kind of the same thing I said earlier, JF. Is that I think all of this is to divide people. All of this, they're bringing out all kinds of ways to divide people, and I think the flat Earth's one of them. I think all of this nationalism versus liberalism is one of them, and they're just
Oh, and
they're
I
pushing
think
everybody.
I think I found the perfect question to ask SB. Totally outside the flat Earth debate. SB, what do you think about horseshoe theory?
Well, horseshoe theory, that's that it's kind of the same as saying the left and right are both wings of one bird, right? You know
Well, it's like
that
saying the
things.
political spectrum is a circle. What do you think about it?
Well, to a degree, I believe that if you go too far in one direction, that you end up the same as your opponent. Do
All
you do
right,
you
so
do you
Wait.
disagree with that, JF?
no, it's just that I got a flat earther to agree that if you go too far on one side, you end up on the other side.
And that was I knew that you would be
Shit.
tricky, but I didn't think you'd be that tricky,
Oh,
JF.
may I ask one thing now? Uh, Blair White had a stream, right? And apparently, someone brought up that she had sex with Paul Joseph Watson, and then she said, "Yep," and he's a bottom, by the way. Can we
Oh, that's
confirm?
interesting.
Can we confirm that Blair White pegged Paul Joseph Watson?
What?
Yo, yeah,
Did
I
it
swear to
happen?
God.
I
No,
doubt Paul Joseph Watson will admit it, but
well,
wouldn't
he
surprise me.
he's been avoiding the question, but Blair White. Someone said, "Hey, is it true?" Like someone super chatted and said, "Hey, is it true that you had sex with Paul Joseph Watson?" And she's like, yeah," or something like along the lines like, maybe, but I'll just say this: he's a bottom. Please tell me Paul Joseph Watson gets fucked in the ass. That would make my entire day.
It wouldn't be surprising. These people have been acting weirdly for conservative and right wingers. Perhaps that's the essence of the alt light, after all. They're really SJWs.
Yeah. Before we move